very difficult to fashion into objects. Anybody, even today, who's ever worked with a meteorite will tell you that because of the high nickel content, they're very, very brittle and very difficult to work with.
Considering the difficulties of working with meteoric metal, even with today's technology, how did metallurgists 3,300 years ago perform such tasks?
This dagger is completely out of place in the fact that, unlike simple objects like beads that can be simply hammered out and rolled, this has been perfected to a point where it has no hammer marks on it. It's completely smooth. It has a nice edge all the way around on it. It almost looks as if it had been cast, but in order to achieve that, you would have to reach temperatures of 3,000 degrees in order to melt that meteorite, and then of course add the necessary fluxes to get the impurities out and then cast the blade, which brings up even more questions for the researchers. If they were smelting iron, it would change our whole outlook on Egyptian history.
What could explain the presence of this mysterious metal dagger in King Tut's tomb, when no other similar artifacts have been found in Egypt dating back to this period? Might Egyptian metallurgists have had help working with this difficult compound? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and suggest stories found throughout the ancient world reveal that extraterrestrials taught our ancestors the secrets of metallurgy in order to help move society forward.
True metallurgy, in the sense of putting different metals together as alloys, dates back to maybe 3800 BC, when bronze was first discovered as an alloy of tin and copper. Maybe the second most important development after the harnessing of fire.
As we think of modern times and our emphasis on technology, here is the sacred roots to all of that. Stories emerged out of all the religious systems about the gods as metal workers. Hephaestus in the Greek imagination made the weapons and the armor for the gods. In the Celtic imagination, it was the great goddess Bridget, who made beautiful and wonderful and powerful things into metal and then into fabricated form. In Japanese lore, Kanayago came to Earth to teach the people metalworking.
There seems to be a ubiquitous understanding from ancient cultures that metallurgy is from the heavens. Could there be some tie that in the past, certain abilities were originally brought to man, possibly by extraterrestrials, and things we would create had a certain energy or myth about them that still is alive today?
According to ancient astronaut theorists, the most compelling of these stories originates in the same place as King Tut's mysterious dagger, Egypt, where they worshipped a sacred object called the Benben stone. Ancient Egyptian texts describe the Benben stone as a meteoric iron object that belongs to the heavens. The original Benben stone mysteriously disappeared, but many ancient depictions of it remain.
The Benben stone has a very strange origin. It is thought that the Benben stone descended from the sky like a firebird. If you look at the Benben stone, sometimes it is described or depicted with people coming out of this stone. Now, to me, this looks very similar to a lunar module. If you have the idea that this firebird is descending from the sky with fire and smoke, well, if you look at a rocket descending, these are firebirds. So our ancestors perhaps witnessed some type of a craft descending from the sky, out of which these extraterrestrials came, which set in motion our technological evolution.
I mean, it makes sense. It only makes sense.
Hi, Matt. I'm trying.